I'm a worker, a guy meant to do a physical job. That's what my dad did. That's what my grandfather did. It's the type of work I'd be doing if there were no such thing as acting. I was close to my father. He was a difficult man, but I was close to him. My dad was whip-smart, quick with the humor, and had a social intelligence. He knew people. He was tough and strict, from the old school before the old school. Maybe it's me projecting, but I think he understood that life requires you to have a toughness, and a little bit of grit, and fire in your belly. You don't get that by being coddled. He was tough on us. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I read that one on a can of lemonade. I like to think it applies to life. One of my favorite parts of hunting is getting away from it all. These days there's a lot more to get away from. That's probably why I cherish it so much. Plus you have to eat protein. You can't have hash browns, or burgers, or anything fried. I really feel there's common ground out there that are missed because we focus on the things that separate us. You're either the red state or the blue state, the left or the right. Not everything is politics. And maybe that's something I'd want to help bridge because I don't feel represented by either side. I do feel like I relate to everybody, to the struggles of people both out here and where I grew up. I feel like I could have a beer or a meal with just about anyone and find something to relate to. I was at church last night, and the pastor said, "You want more friends? Be friendly." Of course I want people to like me, but more importantly, I don't want people to dislike me. Girls like that quiet confidence. And not in a way like I'm a dick and I don't care. Just, hey, I'm comfortable with who I am. It was getting to the point where I would wake up in the middle of the night and I wasn't breathing. A little bit of sleep apnea. My neck was pushing down on my throat, so my sleep felt like it was panicked all night. The voice of the average, blue-collar American isn't necessarily represented in Hollywood. This is so awesome! We are like Robin Hood. We steal from the club and give to ourselves. I was an athlete growing up and I miss that. I miss hanging out with dudes and making raunchy jokes and telling stories, trading details, you know? There's something I really miss about that. I have this defense mechanism, this survival tactic of playing dumb. It's my way of playing possum. The only way physical comedy works is if you don't see it coming. And the harder the fall, the funnier it is. You have to really take some shots, and I've walked away with some bumps and bruises. I think it started out when I kept pushing the writers to put me on rollerblades. Because I think any man over 250 pounds rollerblading is instant hilarity. There's nothing funnier than a giant, grown man rollerblading.